Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here. I'm here a little bit early because I have nothing else to do. So I was like, you know what? I'm here early. So yes. Okay, I'm gonna go smack things down because I can. Because I can. It is my ninja way of life. Put this up here. All right. Anyway, what pics you talking about, Benna? Sent some new pics, have you? Okay, clean and clear. That's because they're no longer available in the game, dude. Don't forget, some amorphous over time it gets replaced by the so-called mutant AA or the variant AB. You won't always be able to obtain certain amorphous in the game, so just be aware of that. If there's no info on where to obtain it, it means it is unobtainable. Hey Tariq. That much should be known. Okay, now. Let's see what I can do here. Yeah, you're welcome, pal. Now, construction in the background. Yes? Yes. Okay. Da. This one, okay, correct. Agreed. This one unneeded. So we can drop this one, and this one. We really don't need that one. So that's fine. I can go without it. So what's the point of this? Because this is unnecessary then. Okay, this alone is fine. This is the only thing that we do not require, which again is fine. So what is the best way then? Has to be an answer. I think based on what I know, that the correct answer should be stuff. I'm actually just trying out something with the Freyna bossing build. Okay, so that is unnecessary then. What about stim? This just makes a bad situation even worse. So maybe this. Not that good, but not that bad either. We can sort of make it work. Although the question is this really even necessary? If I'm trying to squeeze out every bit of power, then I'm just falsely inflating costs here, which is incorrect. Okay, never mind. This can only be resolved with a test, so let's go in and test. Now don't forget to like and share the stream in the meantime. Let's go test things that we really shouldn't test. Oh wait, sorry, before I do that, there's one more thing I almost forgot. Okay. This part is fine. Swap these two and put that here, which is clear. Then I have this, and what else do I need? Okay, that settles it. Voila, that'll do. The gun build Haley? It's on my channel, dude. Have you seen my playlist of all my videos? You want the build? It's right there. Just go on the channel and off you go.
I'm listening.
All my videos, all my builds are in one playlist, especially builds that I've done already. Just follow the gun Haley build and you'll be fine. If it's a build I'm using actively, then I usually post it straight away. I normally don't delay. Anytime you need something, check the videos. Chill vibes, I think that the game is fine the way it is. Like, this is the intended state of the game, I should probably say. Some may feel differently, but this is essentially the intended state of the game. So I personally have no thoughts about like balancing the game in terms of like, does it need to change its core? That being said, there are several characters that are still considered underpowered. I would like to see them be brought up, that's all. That is pretty much my opinion. Okay. Excuse me. Vulgus invulnerability set. $275. Okay, good. Right now it's $275. Let's make a slight modification. And we're gonna change a few things. Luckily, I am glorious at this. Okay. Bring back the screen. 275 previously recorded. Let's see if there's a drastic change this time. $275. Excuse me. Excuse me. 278. So we're still seeing a minor increase, roughly. Okay, now let's change this. We are going to go for a what we like to call non-modular set. So we'll go with something like that. Something like that should do just nicely. Okay, I want to see the actual decrease. Let's test. 244. But without the actual power in, like without the actual power decrease. So this would be like a no Slayer set. So effectively I'm losing 278 minus 244. Okay, I can accept that. It's not as bad as I would have thought. I mean, it does add up over the number of hits. So let's do a rough calculation. 278 minus 244 is 34. Multiplied by... How much ammo is in this thing? 80. So multiplied by 80. Overall, it would cost me 2.7 mil. But in the long term, that's not really what I want. And also, we're looking at least a semi-drastic increase in shields, which I can kind of get behind. The only difference being, if I were to, 1 second, or to take this out, and I would put this in, I take 17,000. See what happens if I swap it over to... Give me a second. Sorry, I must test this. This is 15,000, and then of course 15,600, and with no negative consequences. So this would actually probably be the best possible way of doing this, which is fine. It's what I wanted anyway. So, okay. And I already have you, so I cannot further increase the damage. If I were to give this up, how much would I lose? I'll lose about 4,000. If I were to put this in... Sorry guys, we must test thoroughly. Now, what's the difference with this one on? 257. Does make sense. I could compensate sort of for the lack of survivability in this way, and there would still be no negative consequences. So overall, this might be enough to just barely sway what I need. Okay, now for practical testing. I am nerding. Hey Arthur, what up? How do I manage inventory, Arthur? I just use my filters. Have you seen my video on filters? You need to properly set up your filters so that you can look for what you need. You probably won't copy my settings until you reach the stage of the game where I'm at, like sort of end game building. But at the very least, if you know how your filters work, you can set them up to look for what you need. So here's the video on that. Learn about that. Hello, Serana. Do I think Freyna is better than Bunny for mobbing? They're used in different situations. And to be honest, they are in the same niche. Bunny can do certain things that Freyna can't. Freyna can do certain things that Bunny can't. So it's really up to you. Hey, Track. I'm indeed nerding. I am super nerding. I'm nerding so hard right now. So hard. Okay, I nerd so hard. All these streamers want to find me. But they ain't never gonna find me.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
Hey Nikki, what up? I mean, what do you think is math to a guy like me? Can you please remind me? Yeah. And I'm telling you again, Arthur. You should be using the filters. Because you need to know what kind of reactor you're looking for the build in question. So if you're getting all sorts of ultimate reactors, start by understanding what the reactors do. So watch my reactor guide, then watch the filter guide. That way you should be automatically junking any reactors that you do not require. This is important. If you do not do that, then you are going to have a rough time. So please remember that. Alright. Make sure you understand how filters work and just start junking the reactors you don't need. See, when I get these reactors, because my filters are set up beforehand, this is why always pay attention to what I say. I never give useless information, Arthur. Whenever I tell you something, it's always useful. I had a whole bunch of reactors, now 2 are left over. Then I just manually check these 2. Ah, okay, they don't fit what I need, so I just delete them. You see? Your filters will help you sort out those that don't meet any of your criteria, so understand how to use your filters. After that, then you just shift delete, and then whatever's left over, you take a look. You ask yourself, okay, so now that I'm looking at this closely, you know, does it have anything that I need? Hey, D-Russ. Hey, Fisher, how's it going? So yeah, end the story, like at the end of the day, sorry, I shouldn't say end the story. At the end of the day, the thing is that what I'm trying to teach you guys with filters, and especially for newbies like you, Arthur, whenever you ask a question, right, my response might seemingly confuse you, but that's why I say study the videos. The reason why you have to ask all these questions is because you haven't watched every single video yet. Once you watch every single video, everything becomes clear. That's the key. So that's what you got to do. That's your homework right there. Hey, Joe. What up? Hello, Panda. How's it going? Rafi, what up? Don't forget to like and share the stream, yeah? Okay, it won't smoke Dead Bride, but it'll get her pretty close, which is good enough for me. Yeah, roughly 22 mil. That's acceptable. There's always good videos on the robot channel. That's the key. You always gotta have the right stuff. You know, today I had one guy that told me, you know, he comes up and comes to me and tells me that, hey, listen, you know, multiplicative modules, you know, like he thought that fire priority just added on to like your fire damage. I was like, bro, there's a reason why math works the way it does, you know. Okay. Speaking of which, I should probably link that guy the video. I just remembered. So yeah, I had to prove him wrong in a YouTube short, but hey, it's all content at the end of the day. This is why I always tell people, you gotta listen, you gotta learn, you gotta understand. Every single time I do something, it has a purpose. I never do things that are useless, most of the time. The thing is, right, whenever there's updates or changes, who's gonna come to you with the information? Me, Panda Rage. So of course, after there's an update, hang tight. I always update my stuff for you guys. ETA on the Kyle build? Wait and see, Navy Cop. I don't have an actual ETA yet, but I'll be working on it as soon as I can, you know? I'm just thinking here and there. I have not decided yet. reasonably acceptable. Pyro will die for sure, so it's just Swamp Walker. Now, Swamp Walker I'm okay with. But I just need to adjust this so that it fits the bill. Hey Foxy, I'm having a good day. Can't really complain.
Be gone.
Bit too much damage, so he phased fast. But I can still get the whole thing, almost the whole thing out. Okay. Wow, he phased the second time. I think for Pyro, I may not hit him with the toxic too much because he does go a little too ham. That's the only trouble with Pyro. He frenzies way too fast, considering his health anyway. Okay. I already know that, Alan. I'm just testing different things. Are you daring to offer me a suggestion, Alan? You should already know I'm the one who invented the technique. But yeah, no, I already know that. But I'm just testing different things. Because I'm seeing what works. Because before I ever publish my stuff, right? I'm sure there are many, many god-awful people who have already attempted to make builds for bossing Freyna. But what I will say is that the reason I'm doing things my way is because the Freyna bossing build that I want to give you guys is not just, you know, like something that'll work only in select situations. No, it has to work under every circumstance. So I'm testing different ways, methodologies, variances. You dare aspire to be me, Alan? Execute this man. Attempting to advise me about anything is grounds for termination. In fact, even speaking to me is a crime punishable by death. Yep, okay. He does still sit down, which is fine though. This one I don't have to sweat. Let's do that. And on the second one, When he changes, that's when we have fun. Okay, here it comes. Now this should, in theory, work. Yes, okay. But insufficient damage. So we still have the power, but it's not as much as I want it to be. Still, it's better than it was before, so this will be fine. Struggle. If built correctly, you shouldn't struggle. I mean, it takes longer to kill than other bosses, but I mean, ultimately, you're a toxin character using toxic skills, so the only thing that will realistically happen with this guy is that he will annoy you a little bit, but I mean, every time he's out of phase, just blast him. Because your toxic damage is roughly halved on this guy. Nothing much you can do with that. But in this way, you are not going to die. So this is acceptable. I'll consider this like passing. A passable grade. Am I out of mod space? No way. Oh, I am. Okay. Guess I better go deal with that. No problem, D-Rust. Catch you another time. That's okay. Nothing wrong with building your own build. At the end of the day, you know, everybody's gonna experiment. But what I want to do is I want to ensure that what I produce is not gonna just be something that'll only get you through 4 situations and fail after that. So this is what my build will do, and that's why I'm gonna test it beyond this and see how it goes, because I need to see more, obviously. Yeah, this isn't worth. 1 second though. Okay. Looks reasonable. Can't complain much about this. And this is realistically, at the end of the day, good enough, I suppose. So I'll keep it at this, because this is hitting hard enough. I mean, I could make it hit harder, but there's really no point. So, next is Obstructor. Let's go. Time to carry on. And yes, Rena, there is no squad now. I mean, what squad do you expect in the evening? That being said, you're welcome to hang out if you want. I don't mind the chat company while chilling. I never farm a single mod, chill vibes. I'll get everything by combining. I do not farm mods. End of story. Whenever a new mod release comes, I straight start combining for it, unless it's unobtainable by combining. And if you cannot obtain it by combining, then all I can do is sit on the floor and cry. But most of the time, I absolutely refuse to farm mods. I hate farming mods so much that I will, like, anytime there's an update, I'll just look at where it's farmed, and I will purposefully say no, I will not farm that, and I'll go and combine stuff, because I really cannot stand like farming mods. Like some of them are like 2.5% drop chance. Are you kidding me? Like, there's no way I'm gonna waste my time doing that, you know. But yeah, that is just my, you know, I guess nerdy quirk. Let's put it that way. That's my nerdy quirk. Now for a real test. Yep, I'll just sit on the floor and cry. It's the best solution, man. Have you ever tried sitting on the floor and crying? It works great. Very, very healthy for the soul. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Real test, real test. Now this is the real deal, baby. Woo! 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 And now it's over. We did. Whee! It ain't gonna one phase, but it'll do enough. I forgot to clear my mods, didn't I? Ha! I knew I forgot something. Only 24 mil on Obstructor though. Now that's what I call embarrassing. 24 mil on Obstructor, my god. My god. Turn off my PC while I'm crying? No way, man. I'll stream it and make some extra revenue. Okay. Now let me go delete mods. All that Kyle farming this morning must have done it to me.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right?
Okay, start with the normal tier. Shift delete. Now start with the rare tier. No shift delete this time. And for anyone that's wondering, yes, I actually wish I was back on Kyle, but we do the things we must do for the people. I took enough of a break from working on the Freyna gun build. I better get to it now. Okay, 105 gone. Nice. Ultimates. Whoa, I have way too many of these. Yes, like and share the stream. The more people that do, the better. Surely that is enough. Let me just double check. Yeah, that should be enough for now. It'll last for a while. Okay, now on to the next, ladies and gents. On to the next. Yes. Yes. I shifto dirito. Yeah. It's like some kind of Harry Potter magic. Shiftus deletus. No. I shift delete the blue ones because I literally have never needed another blue mod, so shift delete is fine there. But the others, I'll manually do it. Because I don't want to accidentally remove a purple mod that I may or may not need somewhere down the line, you know? Gotta always be perfect. If I'm not perfect, then I can't, you know? I can't. Dude, this Frostwalker, we have no Lepic and no Haley. This is gonna go well. This is gonna go real well. Call it now. Dude, I knocked him down, and in that time they could barely get any damage on him. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, that one I can say was mostly moi. How much did I actually do? 35 mil. Acceptable. Not Haley level, but acceptable. No, I think I carried, but it's okay. I can accept carrying. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, pick up the burden and carry it across time and space. But yes, thank you guys for liking and sharing the stream. The more people that do, the more the stream goes out to more people. We get to have some fun.
I am analyzing the void.
Okay, next is Molten Fortress. This is gonna be fun. Okay, weird choice of words there, Rikatsu. What's up, Saifuden? Molten is everybody's worst nightmare, don't worry. That means, Ziggy Owl, you need to practice. When you are at robot level, every day is carry day. Okay? We call every day leg day. Why? Because you use your legs to carry your people. Ah, yes. Ajax, normal bunny. This is gonna go beautifully. Are you guys ready? Dude, outside of my damage, there's like 0 damage. What the hell? What is this?
Molten Fortress approaching.
Gross, gross. Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Okay, okay, okay. Time to start taking bets, guys. How cooked are we? Sorry, excusez-moi, Mr. Choco Beam. Come on, just a little bit more. Crap. Okay, last one, last one, last one. Yes.
See you later.
Molten Fortress reaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
I'm surprised these guys actually know the mechanic, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. I can carry the DPS. I just need them to do the mechanic. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Oh, come on. That grapple. Never mind. I'll roll. Nope. Damn it. All of them hit me at once. What a shame.
My shields.
Thanks, bunny.
We'll have to wait for the restart. Okay, 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 okay. On. No. Darn. Damn. They stood a chance, but I think they might not be able to do it. Okay. There we go. Darn, that side was covered already.
Turn to protect me.
This is gonna be a long one. Hello, underdog. Brother, this Choco Beam, what are you doing? Why are you shooting those balls? Shoot the towers. You nerd. Oh, whatever.
Loading.
Damn.
You dare mess with me?
Yep. It does. But either way, I'm not allowed to leave, so. So if these guys don't give up, I don't get to give up. Which is a shame, but it's how content creation works. When you're an official partner for the game, even if it's a total failure situation, right? It's not my job to leave them hanging or abandon them. They want to fight, then we fight. A lot of time players over rely on Ajax. They believe that his defenses will allow them to survive. One bad move and they go down, whole thing spirals out of control. But like I said, if these nerds want to keep going, then I keep going with them. That's how it works. To be honest, they should not stay. Like, most pros would already know it's a failed run, because once you screw up the towers and you've got no Glay to reset, it's impossible to do them. Like, anybody goes down even once and pretty much the run is over. I think that's why Molten is so unpopular, because his mechanics are very unforgiving. Like, there's no room for error. Once somebody goes down, that's it, it's over. A single mistake is heavily punished. Yeah. Even get there in time. Like, it takes so long for them to reset, and even when they do, like, it feels like it's very punishing to recover. Oh no, C-Boy is down again. The other one's down. Ooh, it's over. Nah, I don't loathe Molten or anything, but a lot of people don't learn the mechanics and they go in with underpowered stuff, or, I mean, look, I'm not trying to be judgy, but if you're going in with a regular Bunny and Ajax, that means you haven't farmed your ultimates yet. It means that you're not following proper builds, you're not following proper guidance. So you're literally just wandering in there hoping for a carry, which I don't mind, but at the end of the day, for Molten, it's almost impossible to do that because Molten is just an absolute dillweed. If he wasn't, then it'd be fine, but yeah. I probably did, but I'm not so worried about the damage. All I really want is to just make sure that people recognize, like, you know, that I can get through it and make sure my build works. And damage-wise, my build was working just fine. It's just that mechanically speaking, they couldn't handle it. I don't blame the Bunny for that one, Craig. I actually blame the regular Ajax because it looked like he was going, la 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 la, I've got so much HP, and then he just dies. Like, it would have been a perfect run if not for that. And now we've got two Haleys. One is level 4, but let's see. Okay, let's take some bets, guys. Is the level 4 gonna instant leave when they cannot kill Molten Fortress? Place your bets, ladies and gents. Place your bets. Gotta love it when level 4s go into your runs.
Over limit cruise. Aiming at target. See you later.
Nope.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state.
So here's a little secret. If you're gonna play Haley, right, you must spam 3 shots immediately and bust the back hump. If you can bust the back hump first, you'll be alright. If you can bust the back hump, he will get knocked down, which means you got free reign. Of course. Sorry, Bunny, no time for you. Why is one tower unconnected over there? Oh my god. Springbird, it's all on you, man. There we go. There we go.
Don't try. Feel the pain.
Alright, he's knocked down. Come on. Really? Really? Was now the time?
Molten Fortress reaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
You know, I dissed the level 4, but the level 4 is out surviving these other guys like bruh. Bruh. Gotta love it, right? But if I exclude Molten Fortress, it wouldn't be a thorough test, even though I really, really want to. This time, though, I gotta say, Craig, you were right. It is the Bunny. This time, it's really the Bunny. And I feel like Bunny gets such a bad rep because of players like that. Like, it's not Bunny's fault. Bunny's a great character. But players will bring Bunny in for bosses like, bruh, she's not a bosser. Stop doing that. Tower just reset. I wish they were. No, the Bunny just kamikazed into the lava. Like, what is wrong with you, Bunny? Okay, dead. I don't mind people wanting to play Bunny, but if you're gonna play Bunny, be a pro. Bunny cannot kill the balls from Fortress. She doesn't work that way. The problem is that once the towers get reset, it's hard to bring them back because he's bombing the whole way. You see, when he first goes into frenzy, right, there's a delay before he bombs where you can work on the towers. Once he starts bombing, if the towers reset, you can't do that. So that's where a lot of struggle comes in. It's just 6 towers, but if only they could have taken care of that one. They need to just stop moving. There's actually a way to get out of this, by the way. When this sort of stuff happens, right? Don't move. What you do is that if your tower goes down, you just put it back up again. And you just try and cover all the towers. Everybody can cover 1.5, you see? So there's 4 people, 6 towers. So 6, right? Yeah, 6. So you can each cover 1.5. That's the way. So just so you know, if you ever get into this situation, right? One of the things you can do is start to evenly spread yourselves out. If everybody takes care of the towers quickly, it can be recovered. Can be being the key word. Yeah. Damn. Which one got hit? Ah, just that one. No, this one got hit. I tried. An attempt was made, guys. Oh well. God, the ammo that's there. I'm surprised that the teams today don't have any levers. But unfortunately, that means I'm stuck here with them. Oof. Of course, the bunny was the first one to leave. Great. That's 41 seconds. Okay, the second guy left. I can leave now. It's always a freaking bunny. Like, I wish they didn't give bunny that much of a bad reputation, but oh well. Oh, listen, that's why they always farm the lower bosses on private. And Kush, Glay can be used here with unlimited ammo, of course, but there's a reason why we don't shoot the balls. It's faster to shoot the towers. So for those that
completed preparations.
for those that don't know about how to handle Molten Fortress, there is a way, a methodology. Basically, you can cheese her with Glay using unlimited rockets to go through. That's one way. The other way is that as soon as Molten Fortress goes into frenzy, right, there'll be a delay between when he starts shooting the balls and when the towers come up. So you can actually clear all the towers first if you're fast. The problem is that most people are not fast. Frostwalker is easy. Frostwalker is super easy, Arthur. But you're still very new to the game, so you should not be taking them on, dude. Otherwise, you're just asking people to carry you. Until you can carry the team, you should not be taking on Frostwalker and Molten Fortress. Finish your endgame builds first and carry on. The one thing that I always encourage my people not to do is to get carried. Because if you just get carried through all the bosses, you're not effectively contributing to the team. Yes, of course, people can just bring you through, but there's no point in that because you're not learning. You need to learn for yourself and be that driving force of the team. That's the problem. Most people are not. You might get a lucky run that'll get you through, but that's not the way. Always be the carry of your team. If you're not carrying, then you need to study more, train more. And lol track, it's okay. What I'm doing is, you focus on work, because what I'm doing here today, right? I'm testing my Freyna build, so I'm not worried about getting through Molten. But, of course, it's good to see that randos are still the same. So if I have one of my crew with me, then what I'm doing is I'm just doing exactly what everyone else does. Just 4-man team. Oh yeah, this build will get through Molten. No. I need to see real results with actual randos. So I thank you for the offer, my bro. We'll party up again very soon on Kyle. But here I'm just here to get a feel for my build. Okay, what to do when he goes into frenzy state. Look, first of all, choose your direction. Don't be that guy that doesn't know which direction to go in. You see somebody at a tower, go cover a different tower. Oh my god. That was literally poor gameplay right there by the other Freyna. You are supposed to immediately know, okay, this is the nearest tower to me. Don't go for somebody else's tower, all right? You know, like how when you go to the restroom, you don't exactly peek over at the next stall, do you? You shouldn't do that here either. All right, remember that. Quickly find a tower, cover it. All right, no delays. Okay, clear. First one clear. Of course they do, Kush. Any robot build works on every single boss. You do realize that before I publish a build, right, I have to test it on every boss. I will never publish you guys something that doesn't work on everything. So believe me, I've tested all my shield builds on everything. Which is exactly the point of what we're doing today.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state.
I'm testing and proving that it will work. That's the key. That's why I'm forcing myself to do this with randos, because I must prove that my stuff can work. We're missing the tower there. Hopeful guy, what the hell? Dude, dude. This hopeful guy completely screwed up. This hopeful guy has to be the worst player I've ever seen. He's the only one I've ever seen. Even the bunny knew how to connect the tower. Like, this guy actually, like, he just moved. Like, without the tower being done. Like, what were you doing, bro? See, this is why I tell people you gotta learn bosses properly and learn from the streams properly. If you get carried, you end up like this guy, hopeful guy. You don't want to get carried through stuff. Never get carried through stuff, because if you don't master it for yourself, then you are a burden on everybody else around you. And that's not the good way. That's not the right way to play the game. Because, and people always use arguments like, oh, but I just play for fun. It's not fun for the rest of the people that have to play with you. Like, it's literally the worst possible situation, because we're literally paired with, you know, we're literally paired with a guy that doesn't know what he's doing. Like, that's no good. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to the other side.
Shield is down.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Craig. I'm just so disappointed. I'll do what I can to preserve both these towers. And this hopeful guy is trying to say they're not protecting it after connecting. Like, bro, you left a tower, man. Brother. I don't think this is why people are taking a break from the game. It's just that people don't study enough. A lot of people, they forget that they've got all these years of Warframe experience. That's why the game seems easy to them. But they come to TFD, it's a completely different game. But they don't study, they don't learn. You get a lot of people that don't learn things or don't want to learn things. They're like, okay, how do I build the most OP build? And maybe that's acceptable in other games, but here it doesn't matter. And this is why people always say, oh my god, this character's so OP. I'm like, are you very sure? Because quite frankly, all that's gonna happen is that you get into one situation like this and it'll show you that your character is quite meaningless. This is the best I can do for them. I preserved this connection for like ages, but it is what it is. Nobody quitting is a lot more frustrating because I usually have to sit here. You can't go left on the towers. It has to go right, dude. Left does not work anymore. You cannot connect them by the left. You can only connect them by the right. Just so you know, Rikatsu, you cannot connect by the left. All towers must face the right. If they face the left, they will not connect at all. hate this spot.
Reload.
Nobody's leaving, but they're all like going. So like they're not even trying at this point. So not quite sure what to do here. That's a new change, dude. Nobody ever went by the left because right had a higher probability anyway. So everybody always went by the right. If you go by left, you have a much higher chance of screwing up, just so you know. So that's why nobody ever went by the left, even in the past. So they made a change anyway. So towers only face one way now, which is right. Nope, darn. Well, that's why nowadays people study streams, dude. So if you're an old school gamer, then that's why you should be watching streams. You should spend more of your time watching streams than actually playing the game, because that's how you learn. Once you're confident after watching the stream, and you know what you're doing, and the streamer, of course, you have to choose somebody that knows what they're doing and can actually explain the mechanics to you. Once you watch the stream enough, you will understand the mechanics. So it's not so much that people don't explain things, you know? Well, that's why you need to watch streams. It's not up to your teammates to explain to you. It should be literally, whoa, they all left. Wow, that's rude. But anyway, the thing is that that's why people need to watch streams. You should always be watching streamers. Like I've always told people, a lot of people say, you know, well, why would I be watching a stream when I could be playing the game? Yeah, fine. But then you won't know anything. Because people in games nowadays don't explain, you know. Yeah, I get it, Panda Rage, and I know. But that's why finding a proper professional streamer is very important. When you find one that's actually professional, you have to come and watch them, support them, help them grow. That's the usual key. Like I said, Nerzul, in the old time, if you're expecting anyone to explain it to you, it's not going to happen now. So, like I said, if you're an old school gamer, you don't understand the mechanics, watch streams. Watch streams 24/7, because that's what you should be doing. If you still haven't adapted to the current age where people learn from streams, then there's nothing much I can do for you, pal. So that's about all I can do. Nobody can teach you and coach you during the mission. That doesn't happen. Nowadays, you are expected to know everything right from day one, and the ones who will figure stuff out for you are the content creators. So usually what we'll do is we'll go into a game, I'll start experimenting with my crew, I'll say, okay, how do we do this? Blah, 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 experiment, and then off you go. You know? Oh yeah, there were guidebooks in the old days, but I mean nowadays you don't need a guidebook, you can watch it live, so yeah. That is also true, Sporadic. But yeah, nowadays, nobody's gonna explain stuff to you. Just watch a streamer, understand, and then off you go. Because nobody has time, Nerzul. That's kind of the problem. Nobody has time. In the old days, I guess people were a lot more free. Nowadays, I can barely breathe between paying the bills, making my next bit of content, and all that stuff. I got no time. So, unfortunately, like, whatever I can do, even on stream, right, when I'm interacting with people, I find myself very limited on time. So usually if somebody has a question, I'll just say, go watch the build video, or go watch this video, because I've already prepared the explanation and all the information for you guys. So I guess that's why. I don't know if it's common, but it's hard to adult and at the same time do the content, you know? And I mean, for the gamers, it's the same thing. Y'all got jobs, you know, it's not easy. So I can understand why people no longer take the time. Time is the one thing we don't have anymore. Everybody all stuck doing too much adult things, so no luxury of time anymore. Can't even think a day off these days, eh? Okay, this team is fast. This team is fast. They know what they're doing. Okay, Isaka. Yes. Okay. Clear.
I'll dissolve you all. Feel the pain.
Not a very good measure of DPS, but that'll do. Better than failing. With Haley's on the team, I'm dealing only about 20 million. It's not a lot, but okay, it's acceptable. Okay, now on to Gluttony. I don't know what Game Pro is, but yeah. Lol. Do you want me to go on my Haley? I could crush that easily. But that's not really the point, is it? All right, let's carry on. Now for Gluttony. Now for Muttony. By the way, you know what's the funniest thing I heard today? Did you know that some guys still think that shield is a bad stat to invest in? Like, these people, they living in the Stone Age, yo. Now don't forget to like and share the stream, guys. The more y'all like and share the stream, the better. Alright, we're finally past Molten. Now we can test on Gluttony. Let's carry on. Let's Tim Curry on, as I always like to say. I hope not. I hope just one run and it's done. But yes, please do like and share the stream if you haven't already. I tell you, when I hear people say, "Oh, shields are bad," I'm like, bro, do you not keep up with the news? Do you not keep up with the updates? Do you not keep up with the robot? Huh? Huh? You've been trying to make a shield fit without overwhelming shield. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Phoenix Blast. Overwhelming shield is a must for any shield build. Otherwise, you're just going to get smoked. And yeah, that's the biggest problem. Like, honest to God, you can sort of make it work, but you'll still have hit points. And overall, it's pretty bad. So I will say, because you kind of, like, the way this game works is that you have to specialize. You either choose, okay, I'm going to go all in shields, or you roll the dice and say, okay, I'm going to go all in HP. And Stalker, unfortunately, will say, okay, I'm going to say all in, you die. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy. That is true, King Conan. You have to actively manage it yourself, which I respect. I genuinely respect that. Like, I don't mind doing that. Whoa, this is the first time I've had 128-second matchmaking for Gluttony. Yo. Don't tell me people scared of the Glut boy. Yes, awareness is a must when you're running shields. 110%, I agree. Woke up this morning from the strangest dream. Oh no, darn. The focus, how dare he? But I kind of expected it. That made a lot of sense to me. We have a level 14 Ajax. Another Freyna. A Glay and a me. I feel like they put me on some weirdo server though. Not gonna lie.
Glay, down. Appreciate you saving me, Frey.
Did that thing just disappear instead of explode? What? Nope. Popping them too early. This is not gonna go well. These guys, these guys don't know Gluttony. I think the prediction of 5 runs might be the case. Because they don't understand how this mechanic works. Oh my god! Come on, wait for it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Said you have someone to look for. We can do this.
Finally. Alright.
See you later. I'll kill you all.
Okay. And we're about to get wiped. Ah. But they managed to stave it off for a second. Ah, what a shame. It's okay, Chris. Yep, the level 14. In general, you need at least 3. 2 DPS, 1 to cool him down. That's about it. Gluttony is not difficult, but Gluttony with randoms. Now, you see, I have to prove that my build works with randoms, but yeah, it ain't exactly easy. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my shields up for some extra oomph. I'll see if that'll work. A little bit of extra power never hurt anybody. Whew. You know what? I don't need this either. As nice as it is, it's not beneficial, so I'll go with this. This will work. See you later, Pulse. You have a great day at work. In the meantime, don't forget to like and share the stream, guys. The more you that like and share, the better. Alright, Gluttony again. It's Hangman, basically, Alright, keep liking and sharing the stream, guys. The more likes and shares that we get, the more people can attend and the more people can enjoy. And don't forget, of course, to give me as much love as you can. Hey, Per Crab. How's it going? Alright, let's do this.
See you later.
Oh, come on. He was still focusing me. I thought he wasn't. Arrgh. It's a shame. I'll see if they get me. If they don't, it's okay. Wow. Okay. And despite not getting me, they still haven't knocked him out of frenzy state. Okay. Let's see how that goes then. There. I hope to God that this works in their favor. He's down. Come on, just a little bit more. Yes. Okay. Yeah, ETA 0 is gone for sure. I'm doing good, Per Crab. How long did it take me to farm Freyna? 4 hours. Legit 4 hours. If you check the streams that I did on that day, although there was an internet service interruption that particular day, I got her in about 4 hours. Legit. Okay, now just Beth Stalker left. Beth Stalker is not gonna be fun. I'll tell you that much.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
While I wait for Deathstalker, change this for toxic antibody. Now this is the real test. Just follow my Enzo build, you'll be fine, Panda Rage. But I mean, it's up to you. If you want to beat Deathstalker, you can. If you don't, then just play whatever you want to play. Hello, Rain. I hope you have a great day at work. I'm just testing my Freyna's bossing build. I can certainly say that it's okay. It works. But it will require more oomph if people really want to use it. Whoa. The lag is wild. Oh, I forgot to check my gluttony damage. Oh well, I guess I can do it again later. I got to remember that even if I want to be, I'm not Enzo. Why would you need to earn the currency to buy Descendants, dude? You can literally farm the Descendants. And the guide to beating Molten Fortress is to watch my streams constantly and see how I fight them. I have shown how to beat every boss in the game. But if you don't tune into streams, you won't learn. Hey, Odd Korean. Yeah, my day's going good. Really can't complain. Listen, you don't need to listen to anyone's answers about getting shot focus. You want to know how I did it? I just combined random purple mods, that's it. Now, cerulean mods do have a slightly higher chance of dropping shot focus, alright? But how I and everybody else obtains the mods that we don't have is that we just combine purple mods. It's easier than ever because now purple mods drop like water in the 400% infiltrations. So all you really have to do is just keep combining and you're good to go. I just keep combining purple mods and now I have every mod in the game. Well, every purple mod in the game. Same with the gold. You don't have every gold mod, combine gold mods. You don't have every transcendent, combine transcendents. Now you cannot get Enzo's transcendents by combining, but this is how I did it. Any other methodology, you can choose to listen to it if you want, but this is how we in the Robot Nation did it. So yeah, we all just do random mods. Exactly. That's why I'm not quite sure what Ravenous is talking about. To buy Descendants, like you're supposed to farm every Descendant and they make them all farmable. Hey, Michael. Okay, so my build definitely works for Stalker, but I need to go back to Gluttony again. I need to more thoroughly test Gluttony. No, I'll check damage on the later one. I'm just testing to see whether this build works first step. So I'm going step by step because now I got to go back to Gluttony and do a real damage check because I don't know for sure 100% if this is good enough. But it should work. Like the idea is to make sure this is workable for the team-based bosses. That's my goal. So I'm trying to see if I can. I don't know if it'll be good, but I'm trying to see if it can. It might. You never know. Heidi ho. I'm just gonna shove this into my storage because I can. That is literally not what you said, Ravenous, but fair enough. If that's what you're talking about, it still won't happen. Because at the end of the day, you know, you're gonna have to put something in the game that's gonna cost currency. And considering the Descendants are all free, yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it at the same time. Free-to-play games, if you want the free-to-play game to have good content and to carry on in the long term, then quite frankly, you are going to need to support it. So that's why things cost money. If you have no disposable income for gaming, then the first and most important thing is to raise that disposable income as much as you possibly can so that you're never hampered by cost. That's the advice that I give most people, because at the end of the day, you can't expect a free-to-play game to be good if money isn't being pumped in, and the money comes from us spending on cosmetics, you know, things like that. As it is, everything else in the game is farmable, so... Okay, Kingsguard Lance, level 3. Fourth one is cooking. Damn right, like D-Russ says. Because at the end of the day, if we want more content to come out, then, you know, I'm not saying spend excessively, but we gotta contribute a little bit at least.
Do you need information about the Colossus?
That's how I feel about most games like this. Because at the end of the day, if you're going free to play, then you're getting a product for free, for no investment, you know. They gotta make their own money at some point, because like us, they've got families to feed, they've got salaries that need to be paid, and a huge dev team is not easy to run. Don't forget, it's not just the dev salaries, there's also capital expenditure, overhead costs for running the servers, things like that. How do I know this? Used to be an accountant before I became a YouTuber. So, budgeting for businesses, taxation, all that, I used to handle. And that's why you can't beat me on numbers either. I will number crunch you out of the stratosphere. No problem, Carl. Always happy to produce the right guides for people. Pretty much per crap. Although last time I used to just test the limits of the law for businesses. You know, I used to say, okay, how much tax can you evade? You know what I'm saying? Nowadays I just teach people how to play video games. But yeah, that used to be what I used to do. So I would crunch numbers all the time, tell, okay, so how do you avoid taxes legally? This team is very strong. They really know what they're doing. Come on, shoot me. Shoot me. You can't stop me. You can't even see me. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that, Raffy. That is in fact the right way. After all, we gotta buy skins. Skins, baby, skins. That's what we really need. There we go, there we go. No way. No way he just did that. Oh my lord. Gluttony. Gluttony, you seriously did that. Nah, bruh. Oh. Come on, Gluttony, I've been playing Lies of P in my downtime. You think you can avoid? You think you can shoot me? Bruh. I fought the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. No, Carl. I am the guy that invented the Glay playstyle. I never have a problem with HP. Have you watched me play Glay? Because if you watch me play Glay, right, I have a very unique style of playing Glay. There are ways to manage her. Now, of course, you can still die, don't get me wrong. But that's usually only if I use the Executor and run in. The way to preserve your HP as Glay, right, is actually to know the boss patterns so that you can stay at the appropriate distance. See, Glay is unique. Because of our unlimited ammo, right, what I like to do is I like to stay just outside of the boss range. If I get a chance on another day, I'll show you. But if you position yourself just right, you can spam all your HP on unlimited ammo instead of taking hits from the boss, which I usually find pretty good. Oh no, come on. At least I got that. Okay, there we go. Most of the time I showcase stuff on stream. Okay, this time we're gonna do a damage check, so if I get a chance tonight, after I'm finished, I'll show you some Glay play. 28 million, not good for Gluttony. But, okay, fair enough. I mean, considering that they lowered his HP and defense, I was hoping for about 32 million, but this team was really good and the Glays were putting out a lot of damage. I have no doubt the Glays were around 35, close to 40 each, because they were all using executor builds, which was pretty excellent. So, gotta admit, Freyna could not keep up. I mean, for a bossing build, she's doing great, but those guys did a lot. And Foxy, I'm glad you got the alt skins though. That's the way to enjoy yourself. Now, don't forget to keep liking and sharing, guys. The more likes we get, the more we can do. So thank you guys for your kind support. Also, if you haven't already registered me as your creator, please make sure that you guys become supporters. Becoming a supporter is free. All you gotta do is hit that link. It's 2 minutes to register. I'll be very grateful if you do. All right, let's go and poke around. So next we're going to Derp Stalker. I'm going to change the build for Derp Stalker again. Derp Stalker is a lot easier. Like, she legit offers less challenge than the previous two bosses. Let's go play some Derp Stalker. Poor Derp Stalker. Everyone bullies her. It's okay, Derp Stalker. Try what with Gluttony? I literally just did Gluttony. Alright. Now for Derp Stalker. I test my builds on everything, Moad. I am that guy that does like all the testing first before I actually give it to you. I'm not like the other people that'll just say, oh, this build can smoke the first 4 bosses. You ever seen those guys? Yeah, don't be following those guys. Unless you want trash tier builds that will fail you. Nope, here we do thorough testing. If it doesn't work on everything, I don't publish it. End of story. Either my build works on everything, or it doesn't see the light of day. Because customer satisfaction is #1 to me. And my customers better walk away satisfied. I gotta say though, Freyna does excessively good work on Deathstalker. I am impressed. Like, you wouldn't think it, but she actually does a lot of work on Deathstalker. Over there. Of course, Pablo. I test everything before I give it to you guys. Gluttony is much easier than he was before. Like, back then, Gluttony used to be a serious threat. Now he's easy peasy. You can fight him with your eyes closed. Like I said, let me finish my testing here, and I'll play some Glay for you guys. I don't mind. Did that kingfisher so rudely push me out of the way? Darn it. How rude of them. That's okay. That's roughly what I expected. Yep. This bossing Freyna build will be the same way too. Aha, it's over there. Well, Sony, you need a robot build, then you'll beat Frostwalker real easy. Gluttony is easier than Molten Fortress, at least. I mean, with randos, yeah, it can be a bit of a mixed bag, but you're less likely to get insta-gibbed, you know? That's kind of thing. Gluttony is okay. I think that's why I find him easier, because Gluttony is not gonna insta-gib you most of the time. But Molten Fortress, one mistake and it's all over, you know? And I guess I don't like that. I don't jam with that. I find it difficult to accept that. Shoot his corpse. I will shoot your corpse. Yeah, yes, I remember that. And then you got scolded for daring to bring a Lepic. And I hope you'll never commit a mistake like that again, pal. Yep, exactly. And I will continue to do content like that for you, Odd Korean, because I am the best. And I will always be the best. 33 million. Not good. So my damage is definitely not up there. I mean, we had an easy time. So probably everybody else is going ham on the damage, which I can accept. But damn, only 33 million? Darn it! Below the average. If everybody's contributing, the average is usually about 40, 42 mil each. So I was below the average by about 10. Blah.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
Okay. Again. I need to do about 2 or 3 more fights with Deathstalker, because if I can at least guesstimate that Freyna is, because if she's solidly gonna be at like 33, then fine. At the very least, every fight should feel as easy as that one was. So let's see.
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
Going good, Jinx. Really can't complain. Doing well every day. Showcase the power to the people.
Here comes a big one.
No. Secret Garden is just to trigger some of the effects. If you look at Secret Garden's unique effect, it'll be explained. I'll explain more in detail in the boss build. It's a bit in depth. So forgive me for not explaining right now. Oh my god, both of those missed. Okay, never mind. Good.
More like this. Yeah, there's nothing better.
Time to spam some Gunfire Reborn. Oh yeah.
Powering shield and lights.
Reload.
Powering shield and speed.
Okay. You know what's coming.
See your death.
Ladies and gents, this is where the fun begins. Put every bullet you own in her. I got you, pal.
Still need our supplies.
Come at me, bro.
Like this.
Or rather, bro it. It's happening.
Open fire.
Aha, got it just in time. The damage is all gonna be mine. It's all mine. Mine, 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 mine. All right. Secret Garden is useful, but the one thing which I will say, and I've told other people this as well, it's a good weapon, but just don't over rely on it. Because the biggest problem with people is that they over rely on it. 46 mil this time, okay. So I have more of an even contribution, but that's fair. I mean, with 3 other Enzos, I can expect that. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So this thing will contribute a bit less than the standard damage build by about 10, roughly 20%, but yeah, fair enough. It's not as horrible as I thought, so it'll work. Now, let me swap us over. We're gonna do some damage work. One second. Just because. No, this is preferred. Okay, so if that's the case, then we can adjust it accordingly, which is fine, I suppose. And then this, of course, will change. Okay. Now, I want to see how much the good old Haley gun build will do. I need to establish a benchmark for the new Gluttony. Then, I can learn more. Ah, this invader set is a good one. Saved. This is superior. Slightly less MP recovery in combat, but I really can't complain because the other one's a gold roll, so superior. Good. What's the best Transcendent mod on Kyle? As far as I can tell, you'll have to wait for the build. Chill vibes. Ah, I ain't gonna reveal my secrets so soon, but don't worry, it's coming very soon. It's coming very, very soon. Sooner than you might think. Why? Because I said so. But I'll give you a hint. There's only one. Out of all the 4, there's only one. No, the sign says nerds. Because y'all are filthy nerds. All of you. Every single one of you. Alright? Filthy plus nerdy at the same time. At the same time. Okay, now. We're going to establish a bench line here. A bench line. Benchmark. Benchmark. We're going to establish a benchmark. Excuse me. Once we establish the benchmark, I'll be able to know how much, in theory, my Freyna should be doing.
Let's play. Stay calm. Selecting objective. Objective confirmed. Selecting objective. Setting objective. Shield down. Recharging the shield.
All right, now. Now we pull off the Nerdageddon. Oh no! He roared them away. What a nerd. There we go, got him.
Target confirmed. Ready. Setting objective. Shield down.
Now, perfect reload cancel right there.
Objective.
Don't even try shooting at me, Gluttony. You can't manage it, pal. Oh no. .hack is incapacitated. I'm on my way! Okay, they already got him. Don't even try. Oh, he absorbed one. Whoops. Okay, I guess he should try. Whoop.
Shield down. Shield at 0%.
There we are. Alright, Gluttony.
Setting objective. Objective confirmed. Setting
There we go. Now. Communal issues? Not sure what you mean, Big Red Veteran. So I don't know if it's better, because I don't know what your issues are. 82 million. That puts my Freyna into perspective. Well, goddamn. Alright. Anyway, you can see my gun build's performance for yourself. So the other time when I was on my Freyna, I was not hitting anywhere near 82 million. Now granted, it does include some minion kills, but surely I can do a little better. This is not good. Okay, so now I understand the baseline. Back on Freyna. Need to change a few things again. Okay, I mean, okay, so I'm not using a gold reactor, which does affect it, but still, it can't be that horrifying. It should be better. Question is, why is it not better? An answer will turn up at some point. Given time. Given enough time, an answer will appear. Okay. I'm gonna resave this. Yes, this is correct. Inventory. All right, back at it, back at it.
Have you completed preparations?
Well, Kyle is pretty fun track. Oh, Big Red Veteran, that has already been resolved, yeah. You can do it with people if you want. If that was your only problem, then that has been resolved. Okay, back on Gluttony again. Don't think you can do that here. The gear here is the same for everybody. Anybody can invest in it once they've grinded it, so...
You dare mess with me?
No, that has not changed. I would suggest going back to Destiny then, because it sounds like TFD is not the game for you, mate. If you want to be better than somebody just because you play more, well... this type of game might not be for you. Nothing wrong with that, but I do wish you well on Destiny then. I don't worry about weapon mounting. I'm just waiting until the 30th to resolve that issue because, yeah, I literally refuse to use some weird weapon mounting. At least in my opinion, it ain't that worth it. Okay, there we go.
Be gone. I'll load.
Okay, wishing you well, big red veteran. Depends on whether I've got builds for them, Foxy. I'm currently letting Track figure out SMO so I can work on it. I'm pretty sure it's just you. I'm not quite sure what you mean in roll quality, but I have everything in the game, so... Well, I have everything I need right now, so not quite sure what kind of rolls you mean. You mean like loot rolls? Or do you mean the actual rolling animation? Because that has not changed. You're gonna have to specify a little bit. Sure, enjoy yourself, pal. Oh, come on. That was right on him. There is no way. Finally. Taking him 15 years to get out of that state. All right, let's go.
To your death.
Perfect. Reload cancel. Come on. Okay. Okay. This was kind of similar to the Haley run I had earlier. That poor fella. Alright, he's getting picked up.
Come on, Balby.
71 mil. So the time that I did 33, I think it's just that everybody else was just so on point. But okay, so Freyna, this boss build I would say is about only 10% less efficient than the gun build, which echoes my earlier sentiments. So that was pretty correct. That was pretty correct.
Have you completed preparations?
Have not noticed that at all, Michael. But then again, I speed farm and I just junk whatever, so I don't actually look at the rolls. I just, if it's not good, junk. I've managed to find quite a few good rolls, so I can't really complain too much. Sorry. Okay, now I know Gluttony already, so that's fine. I don't think I have any other... Actually, I don't think I have any other benchmarks to establish, so... okay. I think I'm quite confident in this build. I think it works well. And this is... It's not perfect, but I'm satisfied with it. I can be thoroughly satisfied with this and not worry too much more. Okay. Last double check to eyeball everything. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is reasonable. Yep. Alright, so the Freyna bossing build is relatively settled. I'll also release this in the coming days, so please do look forward to it. Now, I did promise I would showcase some Glay play. I'll save this Hungry Sonic just in case I ever actually need it. Yeah, I mean, it can happen. Could just also be bad luck because rolls tend to be very random. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to double check. I'm just going to use this opportunity to mess around a little bit because I can. Okie dokie day. Excuse me.
The
Alright.
space-time fabric of the void
Thank you for
is
putting up with me.
extremely illogical.
Now, for Glay... Actually, there's no point in going for low-level bosses. For Glay, what you really want to do... And I'm also going to test out Charge Intensive, but I'll do a more proper test in future. When it comes to Glay, what you really want to do is play off her unlimited ammo. I mean, that's the whole point that you're playing Glay, right? So, realistically speaking, when it comes to Glay's play, the way to keep her preserved during bosses is to realistically understand how she's played, why she's played the way she's played, and then you just carry on from there. Now, if I recall here, yep, I'm using both HP Collector and Walk Tightrope, which works just fine. So you really want to manage your health as much as you possibly can. I'll usually start a battle by going into Frenzy mode straight up. Alright, I don't sweat too much about this. Then, as soon as it kicks off, I stay at a relatively safe distance, but I make sure that I'm within range. The optimal range for my weapon of choice. So for example, let's say I'm using Greg's, right? I will stay within the optimal range for Greg's, and I'll just keep spamming limitless ammo like that. This allows me to keep up my damage very, very easily. Now, if I need to res someone, I straight away choose to do so in a non-frenzy state. Because if you do so in a frenzy state, you're going to suffer. But I do go back into frenzy, you know, and then start wiping. Ooh, dear. What is this? Are these guys okay? Okay, somebody's getting him. Right, so back on what I was doing. Let's hope they know the mechanic. Okay. Alright. Player quality is a bit wilder than I thought. God damn. What is this? Well. You can, if you don't have shot focus, I mean shot focus obviously maximizes it, but if you don't have shot focus yet, you can just put whatever else you want into it. Oh dear. These guys are very new to the mechanic for Obstructor. Yeah, this is why you can't really be going in and letting other people carry you. Again, prime example of why you don't do that. If you're the type of player that lets other people carry you through fights, then when the going gets tough, you know, you can't help anybody. You can't even help yourself. You know, this is probably the wrong way to play the game. So please make sure that if you're going to do that kind of thing, that, you know, you prepare yourself, because eventually people are just going to block it and not play with you. So always do be careful of that. Now, even with a team that, you know, suffered that much, we were still able to do it. Oh yeah. But my damage still wasn't as good as I'd like it to be. Normally around Obstructor, I can easily clock in about 35. So I was about 5 million off, but that's because at the end, I was rezzing the guy instead of shooting. So yeah. Glay is a potent character. I have no doubt about that, but to utilize her properly always takes a lot of effort. Okay. Now we're gonna swap for fire enhancement because we're gonna go Frostwalker.
To undertake a void intercept battle
Yeah,
assignment.
absolutely you can. Just block him. And the game will try not to pair you two together. Pretty much. So you ever meet people you don't like, just block. The same way in every game, dude. Just go to the social menu, you hit their name, and you see block. Social menu. It works. Hey, how's this online? That's odd. He's online, but I haven't seen him in my stream. Normally he's here all the time. Who the hazza? Well, the game does try to not match you, but if there's, for example, a limited match, you might still get the person. It'll just tell you there's a person you blocked in here.
Don't get in my way.
So it's not a foolproof methodology, like it's not a guarantee. But quite frankly, you will, like if there's no other match for you, you will still see him. Okay. Position yourself back. And start firing. Oh my god, I actually heard Lepic say that. LOL! Oh, that was a Lepic trying to explode things. I don't think it went very well for him. He got exploded on. He must be using the old glass cannon builds. Because most Lepics don't do that these days. Ah, nice. The Yezimo managed to get it. He planted all his bombs and exploded them. That was great. Good work, SMO. Yeah, no, poor fella. He tried. He tried. I do not blame him for his attempt. He tried. He did his best. Beyond that, oh well. He tried. Itoraizu namae. Hello, fairy. How's it hanging? Flappy bird, flappy bird.
Have you completed preparations?
Okay, so Next, Molten of the Fortress. Now this one, I won't be using Greg's. We're gonna use the Executor because it works better for this guy. I'm gonna show you the way. I'm gonna show y'all the way. With Glay, you gotta be super brave. If you're super brave, stuff will work. If you're unbrave, stuff will not work. Honestly, Michael, I'm waiting for Track to come up with the build. I'll let Track come up with the build, just like with Kyle. Then I'll make some of my own tweaks and modifications and bring it out at the end, you know? But I do not understand SMO very well, so I'm waiting for Track to figure him out. But I can certainly say that compared to Kyle, I'm not seeing super one-shots from him yet. But we'll see.
No forgiveness.
All right. So I've heard.
I will end you. See you later.
What are they doing? Okay, please tell me they knocked him down. Okay, nope.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Beginning emergency transmission of
I do not mind Glaze using the Massacre build, but basically what I try and do with Molten is that I try to make sure that he faces me or turns toward me, but oh well. That was an unfortunate turn. Maybe I'll just go back to, you know, full face forward. Whoa, what is with this lag today?
Damn it.
Are these guys even doing the towers? The hell? Oh, we have a rocket Glay. Okay, fair enough. Who disrupted this tower? Like, for real? Crap. The other tower is disrupted now. Come on. Finally. And this is how you do Molten Fortress. Alright, you shotgun him in the face.
Molten Fortress
No,
approaching
he just had a little bit lore.
transferring suppressor immediately.
Sag. Yep, left doesn't trigger the beam, only right. Okay, so we have a rocket Glay, therefore I need to do more towers. On to the next. Come on, almost there. What the hell? Did this guy just leave that one there? There we go. I swear that guy just left the thing there. That's beyond weird, but I mean, okay. Y'all saw that too, right? There was a guy there, but it looked like they just left the tower. Hmm. 50 mil, I'll take that, but still. That was rather wild. I understandn't. I doth not understand. Oh, so guys, something's going on here. What the hell? Okay, there we go. See you later, Panda Rage. Now, in the meantime, ladies and gents, if you haven't already signed up as a supporter, please make sure you guys do so. All right, the more that you guys support, the better.
New super chat received.
Hey, how you doing, Schnell? Thank you very much for the kind super chat. Are you doing well?
The space-time fabric
I'm currently showing people how it's done. All right, now Glay with Gluttony. This one requires a bit better positioning. You have to kind of adjust for this one. So it's not as easy as you might think. Where's the best place to find a lot of gold? Bunny Road. Bunny Road is still the most common. But you can go to several other places. There's also still the Valby Farm, I think. But yeah, mostly Bunny Road right now. That being said, Neutralized Void Experiment also offers a decent amount of gold. But it depends on how many pickups you get and also how many Mark of Arrest drop. But yeah, if it comes to farming gold, other than the daily invasions, which are pretty good, it is always best to visit the Bunny Road if you really want to run around. Yes. Just check my video on, now the mission name changed, but I have a video called How to Farm Gold. It shows you guys the Bunny Road. So all of this is on my channel. Make sure you guys check out the videos. The more videos you watch, the more you'll learn. I promise you that. Okay, Gluttony. Don't ever use Fallen Hope on Freyna. It's literally garbage. Fallen Hope, unfortunately, is a garbage weapon. You don't need it. Especially with how Freyna is now, you will not need Fallen Hope to achieve best results anyway. See, the reason why you gotta be brave with Glay is because when it comes to Gluttony, you're literally just right here, shotgunning him. You risk death, so you really gotta be careful. Not gonna lie on that. So usually I'll try and recover my hit points in between. But I know I'm gonna need them later. Aha. Now once I've gotten to that stage, I start shotgunning, I stay right underneath his feet. If I die, I die. I go to Valhalla in glory. Because this is where you risk death the most, so yeah, just be... Ooh, there we go, risk death. Gonna quickly abandon. But yeah, nobody ever uses Fallen Hope, don't worry. It's garbage. Okay, coming back, coming back. I went to Valhalla and glory on that one. I tell you, the Executor is the anti-gluttony weapon. I love how it works so good right now. Fully cooled him down. I'll go save Charlie Brown. I can forego the damage at the end. Okay, let's go see the final result. Blue Tornado, there's no such command as build, dude. All my builds are on my channel. Here's my entire playlist. You'll see all my builds in there, along with all the other information you'll need. Well, I mean, you still got the mastery from it. So there's that, Foxy. 60 mil, not bad. You should report that in, Elijah. If it is bugged and you cannot progress, then report it in. You can report it either in the official Discord, on social media, or you can hit them up via the official support page. So you can do it whichever way you choose. Okay. That's good, that's good. And thank you again, Chanel, for the kind super chat. In the meantime, remember, those of y'all that want to support, please make sure y'all register your support. It's free. Hit the link that Nightbot puts up. It takes only 2 minutes. And of course, Glay cannot be used for Stalker, so this is where our Glay demonstration ends. I hope it was somewhat informative. This one was no use. Now, what to do? What to do for the remaining half hour? Do you guys have anything you guys need demonstrated? I've got like 30 minutes left to chill. Well, Glay, not only will she debuff you and remove your max HP, but it's probably not the wisest decision. So that's what I will say. The high voltage farming build? Abso-positively. Yes it is, good sir. Still using the exact same stuff. I did try a non-crit build, but I just went straight back to the crit build instead. The efficiency was the same. So, honest to God, I chose efficiency. Nah. Better. You're welcome, Blue Tornado. Nah. For me, the skins, like, you talk about the skin here, this one. It's okay, but I'm not into it. Or you talk about Apex Predator. Apex Predator looks alright. But I prefer my skins a little more holy. Bunny, Glay, Freyna. You can build Freyna for Deathstalker. Freyna would probably be your best bet. Honest to God, Freyna would probably be your best bet, dude. If you wanna go Deathstalker with him, but honest to God, you should get Haley. Haley and Enzo are the champs for Deathstalker. You cannot buy Bunny's evolution. That was from that was from the preseason. It is no longer in the store. So only Ajax is available right now. No, Foxy. These skins are very holy. What are you talking about? This is the holiest of skins, I'm telling you. The holiest. Okay, K's Nova? No. Most of the time that I get a bunny, they'll die more than the Eugen. At least the Eugen can heal the team. Sure, the bunny can get rid of the skulls, but pretty much anyone with a gun can get rid of the skulls, so... Bunnies are not exactly my favorite for Deathstalker. They can be used, but I find that most bunny players don't have the skills to use them for Deathstalker. Just honest opinion. Everybody should get Enzo, and that's why I tell everybody should have Enzo. If you don't have an Enzo, you're literally missing out on vault farming, you're missing out on so much. Enzo is quite important. Why is there a speck here? Smidge on my glasses. Sorry, vision is crucial. Yep. Exactly why I tell people right from the get-go. Get your Sharon, get your Enzo. I've been saying it since day one. See how many people listen to me. I don't know, I just think Enzo wasn't very popular because he just didn't seem that cool. But now with his 20,000 shield build, you know, and being all super awesome and stuff, I think he's gained a lot more popularity, especially with Deathstalker. Ever since I published my build, I've seen a lot of Enzos at Deathstalker, which is nice. It's good to know. It's good to know that people are taking the content serious, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay, I had my fun. Flappy, 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 flappy. Sorry, I just enjoy running around sometimes, just seeing her wings flap. This amuses me more than it should. Okay. I'm gonna go farm some brains. Since nobody needs any demonstrations right now, I shall go farm some brains. I'm gonna go get a ton of brains, and then I can probably end the stream there and relax. And have a good time. Sharon can obviously do outposts, but just that you have to invest in her. I mean, pretty much it's like pretty much the standard across the board. Most people who enjoy Sharon would have invested a lot in her, and therefore they can make builds that are strong. So every character can do everything. It's just how efficient are they? I mean, theoretically speaking, Kyle can mob. He just needs to become a fighter plane to do it.
A new member has
Good.
arrived.
Very proud to hear that, Chanel. Well done, man. It's good to hear. I'm proud of you, man. That's good. On my end, I've just been happy that my, work on the first Descendant has been pretty stable. So I'm very satisfied right now. Very, very satisfied. Okay, just gotta make sure that happened. Results. 7 brains, good enough. That's okay. Reply when you can, buddy. Excuse me. I just realized, why am I using that to run around? I was using the wrong thing. No, I don't, Chanel. Because for me, there isn't very much content I can make there. Mostly I play TFD, but I've also got a couple of other minor jobs lined up. So like just a review video here and there, stuff like that. I've been doing a couple of that because I like working with the indie studios. I like, doing little jobs for them. So that's been a lot of fun for me. But no, I haven't gone back to Helldivers because I did try to go back for a while, but I felt like the content there was lackluster. Like it would just be a rehash of the same content I was doing before. So here I can do a lot of technical videos, make a lot of build guides, stuff like that. What's the stopping point if you know your character is good enough? There isn't really a stopping point. Just make sure you follow the full build. Once you can fit the full build on your character, that's good enough. If you can't fit the full build on your character, then not good enough. Just press the restart button, Camaro. I can show you after this. Only takes a minute. But yeah, all you gotta do is just press the restart button. It's easy breezy. So once you go to your mission results screen, do you see down the bottom restart mission? Go hit that and you just teleport to the start. And it restarts the mission. So there you go. Hey, Mr. Tay. Like, Helldivers would have been fine if it was still back in the days of like 400 plus views, then okay, you know? But I don't think the game will reach those numbers again. And like I said, content-wise, it's a bit limited because they have a formula that I believe works for them, and I think it will stay working. Like, they're always going to have a very solid player base, especially since they've managed to right the ship, in my personal opinion. It's just that content-wise, it's a bit dry, so I'm hoping for other games to pick up the slack. That being said, like I said, I do have other projects lined up, so I'm pretty satisfied. There's some indie projects that I want to do some reviews on, things like that. And I get paid, so I'm happy enough. But most of my days are spent on this, 'cause I still got so much to do for the people. Now, does anyone have any questions or requires any demonstrations? Because if you do, now's the time. If not, I'm just gonna farm brains. Then I'm gonna take a chill pill. I don't have one, actually. I do not have a favorite TFD character, and there's a good reason for that. It's because, for me personally, I guess mentally speaking, I am always about efficiency. So I use the character that I feel is most efficient for what I'm supposed to do. So for me, I operate in that particular manner. Therefore, I don't really think about like, oh yeah, you know, do I have a favorite character? I don't really have a main in that sense, you know? So maybe it's just my weird way of thinking, but yeah. For games like this, I never have a favorite. I find different options on different characters fun, but I rarely, if ever, have a favorite. Lol. I mean, sure, Foxy, we can go with that. All characters are bunny. Acceptable. Although, a lot of people might say all characters are Freyna now. What with her popularity and all that. That's fair. But that's why whenever people ask me, do you have a favorite? The answer is, not really. It is harder to have a favorite when you just do what you're supposed to do, you know? Hey, Doc. How's it hanging? Frey is just toxic bunny. Could be. Could very well be. Nothing wrong with Ajax. Ajax the Apex. Sometimes he does a couple of wall hacks. Understandable. It's all good, man. Life tends to take a priority first. Raising somebody up, that's pretty important, I'd say. You'll find Valby mostly in bosses, because for farming there are far better characters. By the time poor Valby tosses her water out, Freyna already killed the entire room, so yeah. Well, it's because Freyna's a part of the Colon Special Forces. So realistically, if you listen to some of the other character dialogue, Foxy, Freyna is an assassin, essentially. No worries, Chanel. Thank you very much for checking in, buddy. I'll catch you another time. But yeah, Freyna is more or less an assassin, and I think that that's where all of that comes in, you know? Lots of people are toxic about that. It's how it goes, man. People just want to be people. Every game has its bad apples, unfortunately. Can't be helped. I wouldn't waste my time either. If somebody's toxic, I just ignore them. But yes, I do, Kamaro. Look for my weapon proficiency video. How to farm weapon proficiency. It still holds true today. But don't go to the Bunny Cave. Bunny Cave's changed. Just go to block kyber mining. In fact, I have time, so I'll even get the video for you. Just ignore the Bunny Cave. Excuse me. Ignore the Bunny Cave section. There we go. Enjoy. Nothing wrong with enjoying supply moisture. Use it. Use it well. Valby, like I've told other people, she's like the jack of all trades, master of none. The more niche characters beat her in their respective niches, but she can kind of do everything well. So, just not well enough. You know, like, she's not going to out-farm a Freyna or a Bunny, but she's alright. Excuse me. And bossing, she can't out-kill an Enzo or Haley, but she can do pretty well. So, from that perspective, I do like what she offers. Just that I wish that she had a niche of her own. But she really doesn't. And her fourth skill is weird. So, I hope they rework the Valby. The Val of the BB. I'm grinding every day, pal. I'm glad you made it earlier, DJ. I personally got about 10 more minutes. Then I'm gonna dip off for the evening. Exactamundo, Doc. That's the issue. I've never seen people use Valby's fourth. Which to me is strange. Because realistically, they should. But somehow they don't. Makes you think. Makes you wonder. Okie dokie day. There. Satisfied? Okay. That's one way to tell him. That's one way to tell him, Foxy. Tell him to come back in a year or two. That's where they belong. In a year or two's time. Okay. You know what? Since I got nothing to do, I'm a chili manjaro with you guys. I'm gonna go straight to the center of town. Boing, boing, boing. Side check. Yes, with supply moisture, you can technically make her skills crit. So that's basically why a lot of people use it. Even if you want to run a skill build with her, you can actually make it crit fairly well. Fairly well being the key word. I do believe I have her... what you call it? I have her farming build here. I can take a moment to lab for you guys. Jump. Jump.
Welcome, Descendant.
Hey, cool love, how's it going? I'm just here to show people some shenanigans. Give them the wackadoo. Wackadiddly-doo. Ultimate in wackadiddly-doo. Okay, wait 1 second. Sorry guys, I don't know how, but streamer mode got disabled for no reason. What the hell? Sorry about that. Okay, anyway. So, when it comes to Valby, right? I'll just, summon a minion. Summon one. Summon one random filet mignon. Okay. So, when you want to do crits with her, right? First of all, the problem is that supply moisture snapshots, right? So do you see how only the, like, I'm not getting the crits on this? Now, watch what happens if I do it a bit differently, all right? Sorry, let's wait for the puddles to fade, then I'll show you. If I do it differently, right? Let's say I jump first. I do this. Now, this one won't crit because it was not activated at the time that I had supply moisture activated, but the second puddle will have a better crit rate. You see? And then now that all of this is supply moisture, I do the same thing again, and you'll see way more crits. So Valby has this snapshotting problem. If supply moisture is not active at the time of your cast, right, then you will not benefit from the crits of supply moisture. This is Valby's problem. So the moisture has to be active first before your skills even start to crit heavily. Alright, doesn't matter whether you're on the water or off the water. This is Valby's great problem. So that's why her skill build is not so great. So yeah. The Valby build is already on my channel. No problem, Ultra Instinct. That's what I'm here to do. Help the people. So yeah. Yes, she can still take damage during her dash, absolutely. The dash does not make her invulnerable. So if you look at Valby's skills, right, she gains damage reduction when she's in water form. Damage reduction, 50%. Her movement speed is also set at 1000. Doesn't matter whether you use a faster weapon or a slow weapon, her movement speed is standard, 1000. It's set, alright? And she can basically... she takes 50% damage less, alright? So that's why, you know, when you're zooming around, that's what you do. You go zoom, 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 and you smash. The problem was already explained. How to fix her? They just have to make sure that as long as she's standing in a puddle, any active skills benefit from the crit. That's all. Rather than snapshotting. But snapshotting is more of a problem in several other games, so there's no real way around it. Unfortunately. Tis just the way it is. As far as I know, I think that to resolve it, they'll have to drastically change some of the fundamentals in the game. At least that's the way I view it. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I mean, do it, Foxy, if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. And yep, your friend is going to be super lost. I mean, I hope they won't be, but I think if they're coming back in a year, this game is definitely going to change till then. Okay. Valby can work as a farmer, but why buy her? Just farm her. She's not difficult. She's not difficult to farm at all. Who's the best budget bossing character? I will say this straight, Doc Nick. I don't believe in budget bossing, because if you're going to do anything in this game, do it all the way. Okay? Don't ever think about budget bossing, because you're wasting time. You're absolutely wasting time. Therefore, it's not something I even think about. I know there are videos out there that say, oh, this one can boss. Yeah, sure. Maybe kill 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 of the early bosses solo. What you gonna do in a team fight? You can't have a budget bosser. It just doesn't work. I will stand by this statement until the day I die, because I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in budget builds. Yes, they may sound good, but ultimately, if you are planning on playing this game seriously, you should actually be able to invest properly. Oh, they're definitely going to add a lot of Descendants to the list for sure. Of that, I have no doubt. So yes, he shall be lost as he deserves to be lost. For he has ultimately failed. You see, that's why, like, budget builds having fully stacked guns, that's fine, but at the end of the day, it's not really what I'm into. Hang on, sorry, just getting a new job. Not new job as in going to work, but I'm just letting them know. Okay, yep, that's fine. Okay. So now I got 2 jobs lined up this week. So y'all might see some indie review videos coming very soon. Look forward to them. What gun do I recommend using for Valby? Any of the guns that I have on my channel. Any of the gun builds. I didn't even see this guy down here. Lol. This does look pretty cool. This is part of the bundle for, I think, Glay. So you have to buy it as part of Glay's bundle. Yeah, this one. So you get the Vampire's Leisure emote. You have to buy the whole bundle to get it. So since I got the Glay skin, you know, I got the chair emote. Therefore, I sit in the chair. They did set it up really well. Alright, ladies and gents, that brings us to the end of the stream. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you guys have had a good time today. I hope you guys have learned from my experiences. I'll try and get the Kyle build up and running soon. Please expect the bossing build for Freyna as soon as possible. Alright, look forward to the stuff, and I'll see you all soon. Y'all have a good one. Catch you later. Bye!